Okay, so we've got E90 323 6-cylinder head gasket failure. So I've already removed all the parts and the heads and everything. Okay, so you can kind of see like all the burn marks over here where it passed the head gasket. Lots of carbon build-up there. I need to check what's going on there. Yeah, this is all the parts that goes around the engine over here. New head gasket. Okay, this is the old head gasket here, and you can kind of see it looks like in bad shape and all the burn all around the cylinders. So it just failed. It was pushing all the water out here. Yeah, so yeah, this is the head. Got the head back from the engineers. They skimmed it, pressure test and skimmed. So you can see there, nice skim there. I'm just gonna wash this head because I saw here some like chips from the skimming process. I saw some over here, so I'm just gonna wash the whole thing before I put it back. These are just some parts from the head itself. Okay, exhaust cam, inlet cam, valvetronic cam. This is the Vanos over here. Yeah, the old head bolts. Okay, let's get started. I'm busy cleaning off the engine block with a razor blade scraper and then wiping it down with the acetone rag. So I'm just being very careful not to dig into the head, so I'm being very gentle. I've put the gasket in place. I'm maneuvering the head in place and making sure that it aligns with the two aligning dowels that are in the block. The head is big and heavy and it makes it a bit awkward, but I got it in eventually. Okay, so basically that's the torque settings there. So the M9s and the M10s, the M9 just has 1 less 90 on the third step. Right, then the M9s are these thinner ones, the M10s are those bigger ones. So the M9s goes at the ends. Here's one short one. The short one goes in the left bottom on this one here, so it goes in there. That's the short one. Okay. And then the aluminium ones I'm going to reuse. The 4 aluminium ones goes over there. I put some copper compound on there. It's just anti-corrosion, anti-seize, and it will help with reduce the friction when you're torquing this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go on to fast forward now because this is going to be a very long, laborious process. Okay, so I've got all the cams in, all torqued down, the Valvetronic all in, all the springs. That was a struggle, but I got that back. I kind of used the method with the bar through there and the two spanners to pull that over. I found that on YouTube as well. You can just Google that or search it on YouTube. That was all my... I downloaded the manuals and I wrote all that torque settings down from the manual. So I got all of that good now. Now I need to put the Vanos back with the timing plates and all of that. But so I need to, yes, this is the timing kit over here. That's the N52. Okay, this one locks the cams. This one will be the pins for the Vanos plates. And this pin here goes in the side in the flywheel to lock the crank and TDC on piston number 1. So yeah, that's the Vanos plates. You can see the holes there. And this is the Vanos itself. Just you can look on that side. You can see the ports there where if the oil goes in, because that works on oil pressure. It changes the timing on the oil pressure. That's the old head bolts there. So this pin over here must go in the side over there. So if you look, I don't know if you can see that, but basically down there, in there, there's a plastic pin there with the hole in. So I just need to pull that out, and then that pin will go in the side there. So let me get started on that. Okay, so you can see from the last video quite a bit of progress. Didn't think it was worth recording all of that, but I put the valve cover back on. I put new spark plugs in, put the coils back, and some plugged in all the wiring over here. All the plugs in the bottom here I plugged back in. This pipe here, it's a new pipe, and this one here as well, because these this connection got brittle and just broke off, as well as this one just broke off and disintegrated, and that's why the car's like jacked up like this, so I could get underneath to get the old pipe. It goes to the thermostat off and put the new one in. Yeah, so that's happened. Okay, I still need to put the intake back. Yeah, did something really retarded when I was looking for the pin or the hole where the TDC locking pin needs to go in. I couldn't find it, so I removed the starter motor to look for it, but it was completely unnecessary because it was in the bottom here at the back. But then when I put the starter motor back, I broke off the bolts like a gorilla. So yeah, I ordered new bolts from BMW, waiting for that. I should get it later. I should have gotten it already, but I'll call them now and just check. So hopefully if I can get the bolts today, then I can put that back, put the intake back, and then yeah, can start it and see what's what. So kind of the head gasket blew, so I'm just gonna do a pressure test now. So I'm busy bleeding this now. You can still see still some air bubbles coming out. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close that now. So let's pump this up to 1.5 bar and see if it's going to hold pressure. Okay, let's go. Okay, 1 bar it's holding, so let's take it to 1.5 bar. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for like maybe 2 minutes or so, and then come back and check. Okay, so when I pressurized it, I found a leak already. So I think I might have messed up this gasket. I think if I feel here at the bottom, the gasket's not in properly. So I'm just gonna check it out and see if I damaged it, or maybe I should just order a new one. New bolts, new gasket. Okay, so as you heard there, when I started the engine, the radiator fans immediately went on to full blast. So that led me to believe that the original problem that caused the overheating, that caused the head gasket failure, was not solved. So I did some searching, and I found that when the BMWs do that, it means the water pump has failed. So I went on and replaced the water pump with the new pump, and then that solved the problem. So this is the old water pump that came out now. So I replaced it with a new one, and like mechanically the pump seems fine, like it's turning, there's no play on the shaft. The impellers look fine. It's a plastic impeller, by the way, but it looks fine. There's not a sign of wear on it. So it's an electronic water pump. So that's the water pump side there that looks like a little turbo. This side here, this portion here is the motor, and this portion here is the electronics module. So I opened the back here to have a look in there, and there's basically a circuit board with a bunch of electronics and stuff, so don't really know what's going on there. So I'm not sure what fails in a pump like this, because mechanically it's fine. So I'm not sure if it's the motor, I'm not sure if it's the electronics module. It would be good if this pumps could be like refurbished, because this is like 6,000 Rand for a new pump. Because if anybody knows how to fix these pumps or where I can take it to have it refurbished, please let me know, because I'd like to have this pump fixed and keep it as like a backup pump. Okay, so I'm just busy doing the test drive now, just to check if everything's okay. Seems okay. Everything seems like it's working properly. Car's going through the gears, through the rev range nicely. repair job over there. Another DIY job done. Okay, so I hope this video helps some people. So if you do find that problem where your radiator fans are going on full blast, don't take it as far as I did, to the point where